7, 8, 9, 10. There you go. Can you hear me now, Selma? Nassim, can you hear me? Give me a go if you can. Can you hear me now? Someone just comment and let me know. I was told you could not hear me, so I think I've solved that problem. Give me a heads up. No sound, Terry. Terry, still no sound? Give me a buzz. Everything here seems to be working. I don't know why you wouldn't have any sound. So, can you hear me? Give me another hello. I can hear you. There you go. Thanks, Francis. Let's go ahead and get started. And thanks for that, catching that. Hey, right now, as I mentioned, temperatures in the 40s along the coast. Terry, nice to have you. Bonnie, nice to have you too. Thanks for joining me and helping me out. Give me a little feedback there. 40 in Ketchikan, 41 in Anchorage. Have been rather warm in the Anchorage area, as well as Fairbanks. And let's go ahead and talk about that because indeed it has been warm. So it's good to see you. Penny, thanks for joining us. As we take a look, current conditions 16 in Fairbanks, 12 in Fort Yukon, 17 in Tanana and Denali at 39 degrees. 40 was the high today in Fairbanks, way above normal, where we are now, 21 degrees warmer than they should be for this time of year. Fairbanks, we really like it when it's cooler, especially during the Iditarod. Yep, spring and wet and rainy in Dillingham. Helen, thanks for that. Yeah, you've got some weather out there. It's going to be rain and snow. I'll explain that in a minute. No record set in Fairbanks. In the current conditions in South Central, looking at temperatures in the 40s still, 41 in Anchorage, 39 in Seward. A record setting, that's a nice shot of Anchorage as sun is set. And you can see right there, that's looking in the Anchorage Bowl. 46, the high today, breaking the record of 1958 of 45 degrees. Hey, Terry, thanks for watching from Fairbanks. Nice to have you, and certainly we love that we can broadcast all through the state. So if you're on, let us know where you're from. Norvik, nice to have you, Selma. So as I mentioned, Anchorage saw a high of 46 today, got into the 50s on the hillside, and kind of windy on the hillside, gets into about 45 miles an hour tonight. 50 has been the highest I saw, and that was this morning about 6 a.m. That's going to continue through tonight, but tomorrow should be rather calm. So let's go ahead and move on. What we're looking at forecast-wise, real quick, if you can't stay with us, I know we've got quite a few viewers already. If you can't stay with us, Anchorage can be about 41 tomorrow, mostly cloudy. Partly cloudy, 37 in Fairbanks. June it can be about 46, and then Bethel looking at a little bit of a mixture, mostly of rain, and 25 degrees. Hey, nice to have you, Hazel from Eagle River. Hey, if you're from out of state, let me know as well. Love to hear you. Hey, we're going to get right to the Forgit factoid because I know some of you like that. So, hey, in dog mushing, G is a command that tells the dogs to do what? Is it to turn right, turn left, speed up, or slow down? So watching from Prince of Wales. Nice to have you, Francis, all the way from Prince of Wales. What do you think it is? Is it turning right, turn left, speed up, or slow down? If you're on board, go ahead and give me an answer. And in dog mushing, G is a command that tells the dogs to do what? Go ahead and take a guess. Take a stab out there if you would. Hope you had a nice weekend. Had wonderful weather today in many places. So, hey, Jen's going to say turn right. And Kyle, yep. Hi, crime area has having you. Yeah, Kyle. Thanks for that. Evelyn, yeah, it's been nice weather throughout much of the state except on the west coast. And go ahead and take a guess if you can. What do you think? A, Selma's going A, turn right. Hazel's saying turn right as well. Got a lot of A's. What does G mean as a command that tells the dogs when you're dog mushing in Alaska? Turn right, turn left, speed up, slow down. I'll give it just about another minute, then I want to get with the rest of the forecast. So it's been really nice weather here in Anchorage. We've seen, of course, some nice weather here in the interior, even in the southeast panhandle. Really the significant weather are the winter weather advisories out to the west coast. I'll explain those in a minute. Turn right, Jenna says turn right. Hey, hello from Gamble. Arnold, nice to have you on board again. So, and we're going to go ahead and see what else is going on. Turn right, Arnold, thank you. A lot of turn rights as G for the command that tells the dogs what to do. G is a command. Evelyn's going turn right. A lot of turn right. So at this point, we're going to go ahead and give the answer and move on. In dog mushing, G is a command that tells the dogs to do what? Turn right, turn left, speed up, or slow down. And here's the answer for tonight's factoid is actually to turn right. Good luck to all the dog mushers out there, the dog teams, I should say, because really those athletes are the dogs, and the mushers steer them to victory. So that's good. Hey, let's go ahead and look at some other weather that we have. And indeed, we are still gaining light as we start to get real close to spring. It's coming up next weekend. 7:52 sunrises in Anchorage, 7:51 it rises in Fairbanks, with 6:31 in Anchorage, 6:15 in Fairbanks. Bethel, 8:39 is your sunrise, 6:45 for Juneau. So it's gaining about, every place right now is gaining about 5 minutes or greater, with 6 minutes and 46 seconds in Fairbanks. That'll start to decrease as we get in the next couple weeks, and it'll continue to decrease as they are starting to catch up with the rest of the state, the lower elevations, the lower latitudes, I should say, not elevations. So let's look at the forecast. Winter storm, as I mentioned, we are having a winter storm. Weather advisory until midnight tonight, and then that'll be canceled for the Alaska Peninsula, gusting to 45 with 1 to 4 inches of snow. Winter weather advisory also for the lower Yukon and the middle Yukon Valley. Though I want to say the west coast, there is a blizzard warning through tomorrow, just to let you know, but this will end about 7 a.m. on Tuesday. High temperatures 50 in Ketchikan, that was a high today. There's been open areas of the Chena River. Thank you for that, Terry. Terry's mentioning on Facebook that the Chena River has some open areas, and a few people fell through the ice. Yeah, I need to be careful. We're going to have this warm condition through the interior, so you're going to have a freeze and thaw, and then you might even have some ice jams in the river. So it's still a little early, but with these temperatures, watch for that water to come down from the higher elevations as we get into this week. What's happening? What's causing all this? Hey, I'll get to St. Lawrence in a minute. Thanks, Arnold. Let you know. We do have a low pressure system on the west coast. That is bringing in significant weather. Behind it, though, places like St. Lawrence, I'll explain that in a minute. You'll see this. That's winter weather advisories will end, and then that low will move right up the coast. You can see it here. That low is going to move up the coast and then kind of dissipate as it moves off the coast into the Arctic. We have a low pressure system that's going to be moving up as well into the northern Gulf, but not too far because of that high pressure blocking it. Most of that moisture is going to be in the southeast panhandle as we get into Wednesday and Thursday. Other little lows going to be moving into Bristol Bay. They have nowhere to go, so really most of the weather for the state is going to be moving into the Bering Sea and into the Bristol Bay area, and then move up the coast for much of this week. So for the southeast, we're going to see sunshine mixed with a little bit of clouds. Mild conditions, 51 expected in Ketchikan tomorrow, 46 in Juneau. Petersburg 46 or 46 with 45 in Yakutat. Tonight's temperatures in the mid-30s. Warm weather will be the order of the day for much of the interior. 37 for Fairbanks, 38 for Delta Junction, 40 in Healy. I really wish things would cool off for the Iditarod mushers and the dogs, because boy, those are warm temperatures. Even at night, 24 in Healy expected for tonight, and looking at 38 in Delta Junction tomorrow. So as we take a look, we're going to go into the North Slope with some windy conditions for Utiavik, also for Wainwright, blowing snow. Temperature around 5 for Utiavik, a minus, or I should say below 1 below 0 for Wainwright and Dead Horse. 27 though in Anatuvik Pass, very spring-like. Blowing snow and rain. We mentioned the winter weather advisory. We do blizzard warnings for the west coast there. Those will end as we get through tomorrow. Temperatures on the cool side, 17 for Nome, 16 in Kotzebue. Gamble going to come in at 7. St. Lawrence, indeed, you're going to share some of that weather. But for the most part, we are looking at that to dissipate as we get into later tomorrow. St. Paul coming in at 27, gusting to 30. Those winds in Adak also gusting to 50. Looking at 35 as the high tonight in the 20s. Coal Bay, a little bit gusty out of the northwest with the temperature 33 tomorrow, 38 expected in Dillingham. And the Kenai Peninsula, sun and clouds, some coastal rain though for Kodiak, also Seward. Looking for temperatures though in the 40s, with Homer going to try to hit 47 tomorrow. Copper River Basin, rain in Valdez, Whittier, also Cordova. Some gusty winds along the coastal sections, but for the most part, fairly nice in Glen Allen, 37. For the Matsu, look for temperatures in the mid-40s, with mid-40s in Palmer and Wasilla tonight in the 20s. For Anchorage, it'll be 41 with Girdwood 39. Rain coming over the mountains there, and look for some gusty winds. Again, some gusty winds for the hillside in Anchorage, and again for Fairbanks, mild conditions, melting during the day, freezing at night, that freeze thaw, but mostly sunny skies. And for Anchorage, mild conditions, 41, 40, and 41 as we get into Wednesday. Wednesday, that'll be when that next system comes in, looking at maybe a chance of rain, or snow for Wednesday night into Thursday, but look for a little rain perhaps on Thursday. Then we go back to mostly cloudy skies. And for Juneau, looking fairly nice with 46 tomorrow, mostly sunny. Then you'll have that rain from that low pressure system, its front pushing in Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Also, you have a little bit of a low moving up from the Vancouver area, and that's what you're going to be looking at. So that's what we're seeing weather-wise for the week. I appreciate you joining us. If you want to watch the 10 o'clock, we'll be on very shortly in about a half hour. And until then, I was on vacation, had a great time, went to some tropical places and had some wonderful sun and some wonderful temperatures in the 80s. So that was fairly nice, but I'm certainly glad to get back to Alaska. Love it here. This is home. And for you, hope you please be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and let's just be kind to our community and help out where we can and show that love. We all need it. So with that, have a great night.